no, no. Look at the state of me today. Concert time with Craig David and Lamar. No. I am wet through. Totally wet through. It is not worth me getting wet. They're not worth me getting wet and getting ill. Well, not going to get ill, but that's not the point. The point is, my clothes are completely soaked. My clothes are completely soaked. I'm not going to wring this out. Mastino, look at the state of me. It's raining. Mastino, look at my trousers. Legs are wet. Look, I went to see Craig David, right? I went to see Craig David, right? And it pissed down. It pissed down with rain. But look at that. My waterproofs are in the car. My waterproof trousers are washed and at home. My waterproof jacket is here in the back. Didn't wear that. I wore a normal jacket. And even if I was wearing waterproofs, right, Mastino, even if I was wearing waterproofs, they're not worth me getting wet for. Craig David and Lamar, I like them. I think they're good artists. But look at the state of my clothes. Look at the state of my clothes. I'm wet through. I'm going to have to wring this out a bit. I'm going to have to wring it out a bit. I'm wringing it out. I'm not doing that. I'm not getting wet for no artists. I'm wringing my trousers legs out now. I'm just wringing. Hi, Stace, darling. I'm just wringing my trousers legs out, Stace. I got wet. I can't believe it. I got wet. Wrong clothes, but you know what? I don't. It's not even funny. Right, okay. I was going to a Craig David concert today at Rochester Castle. And look, I got wet. And they wouldn't allow you to bring your umbrellas in, even though they knew it was going to rain. And it was inside the castle, but it's opened in the castle. So literally, the only thing that's dry is my crutch. But my trousers legs, my legs, I'm just wet. And I left my towel at my allotment, so I haven't got a towel. So so the concert, I said they ain't worth me getting drenched. I said I will be miserable. I told my friend, I said I love you to bits, and I hate leaving her there, but I said I will be miserable if I'm standing there. There's people rubbing themselves all near me, which is another thing I'm not into, right? There's too many people around me, and I don't, the hair's flicking everywhere, and so when I go home, I'm now going to have a shower. They would not allow you umbrellas, so everybody had to leave their umbrellas. Ella, you hate getting wet, yeah. They had to leave their umbrellas with the security guards or behind the tombstones. I've paid for this car park. I paid £13 for this car park. Hang on a minute. Let me just. I've paid up till 10:50. So I've got 4 hours to kill. I can't. This shit only happens to me. I keep saying it, don't I? I keep telling you guys. Random Jan. Only I could go to a concert, overpay, and get wet, and leave the concert before the main artist and the support artist comes on. only I could leave before Lamar comes on, the support artist and the main act. Only me. No, I'm not going back. No, I'm not going back. I'm going to stay in the car nice and warm till I drive. I've paid for this car park. I've paid for this space, so I shall be here until I feel like leaving, because I paid for the time. I can't get over this. I can't get over this. I'm not going back. You've got to be fucking joking. I'm not going back to get wet. No, no. I liked Craig David and I like Lamar. I think they're good artists, but I'm not. People, you know, you've got old and young in there. You've got old and young, and they're sitting there on the ground. The ground's too wet now. They can't sit on the ground. The ground's too wet, so their rugs are wet. They can't sit on the ground. They're all trying to huddle under a gazebo, and there's not enough. There's too many people for the gazebos. And and the thing is, these promoters are so greedy. They knew it was going to rain today. They wouldn't allow anyone with their umbrellas because they've got the money, yeah, and they didn't want to lose their money to cancel. That's what's happened. That's what's happened. They don't want to, look at the state of my jacket. It's wet through. Can you see? My jacket is wet. The promoters knew it was going to rain today, right? This is really heavy now. They knew it was going to rain. They didn't want to lose their money, and that's what's happened. Anyway, guess what? Mastino, if you're still here, don't be gutted for me. Everything happens for a reason, and I'm not going to lose any sleep over this at all, right? No sleep over this. Right, do you remember you asked me today when you saw my spinach, you said to me, am I growing callaloo? Was it you that asked me, Mastino? What colour this? Waterproofs and wellies. Yes, and I've got my wellies. My wellies are in the boot. My short wellies, my long wellies, my skulls, or whatever they are. Now, Mastino, you know, you said, are you going to grow callaloo? And I said, well, I didn't get any. Didn't know if I could get callaloo. Do you remember that bit? I did. I got callaloo. But guess what? I got callaloo in the most unusual way. Mastino, the callaloo found me. And not only did I get 1 plant, 2 plants, I got 3 plants of callaloo. Now, I went to my my stepmom. I know. I went to my stepmom, and she picked up my clothes. And when I was just about to leave, she said, "Oh, Janice, do you like callaloo?" And I said, "Yeah, I love callaloo." And I thought she was offering me something to eat, but as she knows, I'm a gardener. I'm a farmer Jan now. She gave me 3 plants. Someone gave her 6, and she gave me half of them. So now I've got 3 plants of callaloo. Absolutely. I know, Mastino. I couldn't believe it. I was like, you just asked me today. You asked me today about callaloo, and I said, no, I don't. But I would like to grow it if I can. And then look, she gave me callaloo. Ah, dear. So yeah. So I've got to plant that in the allotment somewhere. So, Stace, how was last night then? Oh, thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the hearts. Yeah, I'm really happy about that. I still can't get over this rain. Oh dear. I know. Manifest and receive. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny because, like I said, I really wanted to try it, and there you go. Yeah, Stacey's been raving without moi. Mastino, she's always out. She's always out without me. Always out without me, Mastino. I'm getting used to it now. I'm getting used to it now, Mastino. Got in at 4 o'clock. What time did you get up today then, Stace? Were you rat-faced? Are you going out today? You going out today? Welcome in, Anna. How are you? If I knew I was going to be stuck in the car for 3 hours, I would have bought my tarot cards. I would have bought my tarot cards and done some tarot reads, because I've not been drinking, so I can actually do my tarots. Anna, what have you been up to? I've been to a Craig David and Lamar concert, and I left before the main artist and the support artist because it got wet. I got wet. Oh dear. Well, you know, look, Anna, the reason why I'm stuck in my car, I'm not really stuck in my car. I've paid for 6 hours. So I'm going to stay here for at least a couple of hours and get my money's worth. That's all. And so to get my money's worth, I'll be on here, and then I'll be on TikTok, and then I'll go home. Oh dear. Greedy promoters should have cancelled it. You're absolutely right, Messina. Yeah, I probably would be able to hear it. I probably would be able to hear it from here. If I had the windows down, but I really am not that bothered. For me, Anna, I'm wet. I'm wet. I do not look amazing. This is my trousers leg. There's splits in my trousers leg, so my leg got wet and my trousers leg got wet. Oh, but thank you anyway. I appreciate you. Like I said, you know what, guys? I was very lucky because the tickets I got given for free. Those tickets were for free. So I love my friend. I mean, she got me my Beverly Knight tickets, and I love Beverly Knight. She got me that. So bring a towel next time. Sod that. Now I just drive naturally. What do we do before towels, Miss T? And I've left her there, and I hate leaving her there because she's a party animal. She likes to have a party. But if I'm uncomfortable, right? If I'm uncomfortable, I don't care who it is, because Craig David and Lamar are dry backstage, right? And when they go on stage, they're going to be dry again. Yeah? Think about it, guys. If 50% of those people walked out of that concert because of the weather and asked for their money back, the promoters would be pissed off. But they'd have to, you know, consumer rights and all that. So, yeah. Oh, you like the wet look, do you? Yeah, and what I'm going to do, right, to dry off, I'll go home and run around my apartment, get the wind on me. Oh, dear. Oh, well, it is what it is, isn't it? What a to do. In life, you can't let things like this get you down. I ain't letting things like this get me down, because as far as I'm concerned, like I said, these artists are backstage in the dry, having champagne or having orange juice or having cups of tea, right? There's a toilet behind them as well. They can go to the toilet, yeah? The toilets there are filthy. No one wanted to use those toilets because they can't flush, because they're Portaloos, and no one's been flushing them, so they're terrible. Absolutely, Mastino. Oh, cool down, I'd take it. I'd never use them toilets, and I'd rather hold it in. Yeah, exactly. Same here. I'm not subjecting my boots, even though I don't wear boots at home. I take my shoes off, but walking in there, I'd feel skanky. So for me, I am not going to go in those toilets, and I'd have to pull this down like that, which means my trousers legs would be a bit longer. Okay. No, just the thought of my trousers legs in someone else's pee. I would cry. I would cry. Yeah, same here. I'd rather pee myself. Yeah. Well, I could hold my trousers legs up like this. Do you see what I mean? I could hold my trousers legs up like this. But no. I refused to drink while I was there. I refused to pay stupid prices for a water. £5. £5 for a little no. I'd rather dehydrate. It's the principle. For me, it's a principle. It's not about the money, it's a principle. Don't take the piss out of people. £5 for a little bottle like that of water. Well, nearly £5. Yeah, it's not acceptable when you pay 50p for that bottle. They could at least, if they're going to make a profit, do it for at least £1 or £1.50 if that. But no, I'm not going to be taken for a mug. Yeah, we shouldn't even be paying for water. Yeah, Stacey, I'm glad you find this hilarious. I'm glad you find this hilarious. No, £5. No, and they were providing. This is how wicked these people are, right? You know those little plastic mats that people have, those little raincoats, those clear ones that you put over yourself. They were selling those for £5. They were selling those for £5, and I counted approximately probably 50 people had those rain mats on for £5. You do the math. Yeah, it is a con. It is a con. And if I'm totally honest with you guys, I actually don't really go to concerts because I ain't being ripped off. And some of the artists, I feel that they've sold their soul, so I'm not prepared to fund their. I'm not prepared to fund their. Yeah, of course I would. Like, I did laugh at you last time you got wet when you went out up to Manchester, at Manchester, and you were wearing your that wig. Do you remember that wig? Basically, that black wig, the Addams Family one. And you got wet, and the next day you got a cold, didn't you? Do you remember? Oh dear, what to do, eh? What to do? Yeah. Yeah, that was those are the days. Those are the days, Dave. Oh, I don't know. Like I say, I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. I know. I'm still laughing about it, but Stacey knows my sense of humour. Stacey knows my sense of humour. God diddy damn. What's that about? P Gizzy. P Gizzy. Welcome in. Yeah. If you can't laugh at yourself, then there's a problem. Look at this car seat. I've just put this on there, the car seat, and it's all wet. I've wet all the car seat now. Should have hung it up. When I was leaving, right? Oh, right. Yeah, you have to. If you can't laugh at yourself when you've had a bit of a mishap, then you're taking life too seriously. And guess what? If you take life too seriously, you get old quicker. How you make that sound like underwater? Oh, my mic doesn't sound like. Does it sound? All right, it doesn't sound like it's underwater. Hello, Crooks 1181. Well, they say in life you've got to make a positive. You've got to be an alchemist, and you've got to, out of something negative, you've got to make something positive. So I'm here now, and I can play my own music, and I can talk to you guys. And when I go home, I might have a glass of wine, or I might not. I might just have some honey, lemon, and ginger. Not a day goes by something didn't happen to one. What happened to me the other day? Oh yeah, saltfish fritters, vegan saltfish fritters. And the police siren, ambulance siren, making me jump out of my knickers. Are you going to be doing hoops? When? Today? I might do hoops later. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. All I know is that when I get home, I'm going to have to put these in the wash. Put this in the wash. What to do, eh, Stace? What to do? Anna, what are you going to do with me? Oh, I did like your hula hooping in the park. Ah, did you, Crooks? Yeah, I like my hula hooping. I love my hula hooping. Absolutely love it. It's one of the I do it everywhere. No, I won't, Anna. I won't. Anna, have you bought my book yet? I meant to ask you if you bought my book, AI Jan. That's out now. That's me as an AI, and that's me holding the world because with my mind and my words, I'm hoping to manifest a better world. Oh, you buy it on Amazon, sweetheart. I love that's the key. It's about having fun. The key is to have fun every day. Even if it's just one thing you do, make sure it's fun. One of the things I always say is always make sure that even if you're on a job that you're not really keen on, but you're doing it because you need the money, make it fun. Try and make that job fun so that the day goes quickly. So it's basically, Anna, it's a little bit about me and how I see the world, basically, and offering some words of wisdom and a little bit of my life story. So I can give you a clip because I do like to give people a little sample of the book. I like to give them a little bit of sample. So what I do is I flip through the book and I don't choose the I just flick through the book and whichever page I land on, I talk about. Yeah. So yes, please support me because again, ladies and gentlemen, I wrote this book because my friend done a lot of AI images of me and they were so pretty that I thought, oh, I'd like to be able to do something with this. And so I decided to write a book on and use each picture to describe what I was writing about. And that's what I did. So I know, I'm always having a little chuckle. My cousin, sorry, I'm digressing, but my cousin said that when I was a child, I was so loved. So, right. So this is one of the things that I've got on the back of the book. I absolutely loved school. My favourite subjects were lunchtime and home time. But the best day by far, I remember, was a day I sat my final exams and I left the building never to return with the collar of my shirt ripped off. Best day of my life was leaving that prison. So yeah, oh, what show are you going to see, Stace? I love you too. What show are you going to see? Or are you going to show off? I can't remember. What's that? Oh, to show. All right. Stacey's cheating on me, Anna. Right, okay. So this is one that I'm going to talk about. My hair. This is me as AI Jan. So yeah, I know, Anna. What can I do? But you see, I keep telling her I'm a straight lesbian, so we've got a conflict of interest here. So when I wrote this part of my hair, I love my hair. I absolutely love my hair. But I am not very good at caring for it. When I go to the hairdressers, if I go to the hairdressers and she washes and sets it and she steams it and everything, she will say it will look amazing, yeah. But it will go frizzy, and then it will shrink. But it will. I just can't cope with it. But thank you, Anna. So I talk about my hair. Hang on. So this is one of the things I talk about. I say, I love this image because I'm fascinated with my natural hair, but also I'm frustrated with it. When I was at school, I used to be one of the only students who kept their hair out of synthetic plaits and beads, even though some of the styles are really creative and pretty. I was the only black girl in my school that, or one of the very few that kept my natural hair, and I always styled it differently. And I remember Ronald White, one of the kids from my boys in my class, always remember names, they stick out, don't they, some names. Ronald White used to say, oh, the girl with many hairstyles. So I used to just change it up. And I never wore makeup at school. But when I wore lip gloss, I wasn't quite, I mean, I've got a little bit on today. But when I used to wear lip gloss, I used to wear it so thick, it used to get on my teeth. The lip gloss. So like, Janice, you got lipstick on your teeth. Have I? Your teeth are brown, Jan. Your teeth are brown now. I know, especially, I know. Anyway, so I had a Jerry curl, which used to be so oily, it gave me spots on my forehead. And then I had to straighten it with a hot iron when it was, then I had it straightened with a hot iron that I was petrified of getting burnt by. How dangerous. I'm so glad they don't use those anymore. Thank goodness for GHDs. The smell of burning hair from those hot irons was not attractive. Oh, really? Yeah, now it's all flipped now, hasn't it, Mastino? It's all flipped. Everyone's with the extensions or whatever. I used to, when the hairdresser used to bring those near me, I was petrified. I was petrified of those. She used to put it on the stove. Put it on the friggin' stove, and the smell of burning hair. That's dangerous. Exactly. So I'm so glad I've got I've got lots of different hair I've got the GHDs, I've got crimplers, I've got curlers, I've got anything for the hair. I've got, basically, I've even got a steam cap. Yeah, it's not healthy. It's not healthy for the hair at all. So I was very adventurous with my hair. So I used to change my hairstyles quite often, which, like I say, in this book, it got noticed. I would love to get my hair. Now, this is another thing: is I would love to get my hair in twists, but I need to be 100% sure, as I've had weaves in for years, and sometimes I take a break. But weaves keep my head warm, especially in winter. However, I will not wear a weave forever. It's all about universal timing for me. Natural hair is a way forward for everyone. However, I do see some men with baldings, and I just think, why don't they just shave it all off? Being bald is quite sexy, if you ask me. I do feel that the way the system we live in was designed, we will always want perfection, and we were born perfect in God's image. That's it. So that's just a sample of the book, basically. I think sometimes we just try to be too perfect, and the universe is not, all right, well, sorry. The book is, the actual, I like to hold a book. So the book is actually $9.99, and the what do you call it? The Kindle is $4.99. That's what it is, Anna. But I'm going to take little clips out of the book so that people can, see what they're buying into. But like I say, the book it's about my life, a bit about my life, a bit about what I think about the world, and some words of wisdom in here. So, and I've got my final page, words of wisdom. Thank you. I do appreciate you. I think, like I say, the reason why I've done this book, and I have many other ones that are in, I'm still penning, waiting for illustrations for them. But I look after my client Ray, and if I was just looking after him, I wouldn't be able to look after him, and I'm all he's got. So I have to do other jobs to make sure that I can still look after Ray. That's basically it. Because if I was just looking after Ray, I wouldn't be able to do it. I wouldn't be able to live properly. So I'm here for him, and I just honestly, I have no idea what would have happened if he hadn't met me. I don't think he would have been here, if I'm totally honest. Because even when he got COVID, I refused to put him in the hospital. I absolutely refused to put him in hospital. And I nursed him. I nursed him well. It took 3 months. Fucking hell. Rasta Ray's a superstar. That's right. Mastino, he is. But most most people had a lot of people had to put their parents in a hospital, and they never came out. And some went into care homes, and they never came out. So Ray's 95, and I'm going to try and be here for him and to condition his soul, so when he moves on to his next adventure, then he's happy. Yeah, I had COVID as well, because basically what happened is COVID at Christmas. That's the next one. COVID at Christmas, right? I was ill, and Ray was ill, so I had to take 3 days out, and then he had to take 3 months out. Oh, Anna, oh, best 3 days sleep I've had though, sweetheart. Best 3 days sleep I had. How long did you were you ill for? 4 weeks. Yeah, but everybody's body's different. Everybody's body's different. And Ray decided when he got it first time, he looked really bad. And he said, "Oh, I can't drink that because I can't drink that." He said, "Because my doctor said I can't drink that because these are the pills I'm taking." And no, Messina. But I didn't. I said to him, he said he didn't want to go out because he didn't want to get COVID again. And I said, now listen. Yeah, I didn't get it. No. Good girl, Anna. You recovered though. You see, you recovered. Now I said to Ray, if you don't go out, that means you'll stop living, but you're breathing, you'll stop living. I said, look, come out with me in the car. Just sit in the car. You don't have to be around anyone. Sit in the car, get some fresh air. I'll put the window down a little bit. And he did. That's right. And as you can see, I feed him properly. And sometimes, all right, yeah, I do. He likes his fish and chips. Ray likes his fish and chips. He likes it every week. So he has fish and chips or Savoy chips. And if he wants it once a week, he said, I'm 95. There's no point in me trying to lose weight or whatever. This is who I am. And I said, that's fine, Ray. No problem. So, don't like the fish and chips. Ray, he said he could eat fish and chips, Hannah. He could eat fish and chips every day. But that ain't going to happen on my watch. Today I had beef stew and dumplings and veg. So, yeah. It's about moderation. That's what it's about. The second time he got COVID, I just didn't even tell him. I thought, I'm not going through this again. No. I take moringa for years. Best boost, full of minerals. Yes, that's supposed to be really good. And yeah, I'm a vegan and vegan vegetarian, but Ray, Anna, he likes his meat. So I can't force. It's like religion. You don't force religion on people. You don't force sexuality on people. You don't force who you vote for. You don't force any of that stuff on people. But Ray likes meat more than just veg and just salads. So I'll let him have it. He's paying. It's his money, isn't it? I mean, I spend it, but it's his money. So I have to be, let him live his life the way he feels happy. So yeah. Now, okay, let's see what other page. Many lives. Yeah, well, Anna, when I met Ray, I worked for an agency, and I looked after his wife. Ray was fine. Ray was driving around till he was 92. But I had to stop Ray from driving because he had hearing problems, and he had a car accident because he had the hearing problem. I said, right, I don't think it's a good idea you drive until we get your ears cleaned out. When I went to get his ears cleaned out, they said, no, hearing aid. I said, let's go and get your hearing tested. Because I said, every time you're in that car, the music is the radio is way too loud. And I said, and you don't know what's going on around you outside. So when I went to get his ears tested, a hearing test, they said he had so much wax in his ears that they couldn't do anything. So we had to get it all sucked out and everything. Got it all sucked out. He said, you know what, Janice? He said, I still can't really hear very well. He was so honest with me, which is good. So I said, right, we'll get you some hearing aids. And then he got diagnosed with partial dementia. So the doctor said, what you'll have to do is he'll have to take a driving test. And I thought, oh no, he ain't doing that. Because if he doesn't pass his driving test, right, they're taking his license. And I thought, no, that's his independence. Do you know what I mean? So what I thought I'd do, I thought the license is his ID. I thought, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to sell the car. I'm going to sell the car and I'll drive him round. So yeah. Yeah. If they took his license, then he'd have to get rid of his car. He'd have been upset. So I thought, you know what? Best bet. He's not going to stop going out because he hasn't got a car. I take him out. And in winter, I don't take him out as much because it's too cold. But in spring and summer, I do take him out. And he's been to the beach twice this week. So, yeah. It's for my own sanity. Because you know what? I used to have to hide the key. And when I was selling it, because I caught him out. I went round because I knew he was going to be sneaky. And he went out to take the car out. I said, Ray, where are you going in that car? So he had to take the car back home. I caught him out. After I caught him out. And that's why I had to take the key, because I'm responsible for Ray. I'm responsible. Yeah, very sneaky, Anna. Oh, thank you. Yes. Watching them suffer from dementia is heartbreaking, but Ray has not a bad memory, considering he has got dementia, but he does remember some stuff, but he doesn't remember everything all the time, and he doesn't wander off, which helps. But yeah, I had to just take the keys until I sold the car, because I thought, anything happens to him, if he runs somebody over, do you know what I mean? I'd be really upset. Yeah. I know, Anna. We've got a company that does, they take little old deers out, and Ray doesn't want to go out of them because he says they're all old people. Ray don't want it. He said, I just want to go out with you, Janice. I'm like, I know. He said they're all old people. Ray, you're old as well, you know. Ray, hello, you're 95. So he wants me to come with him all the time. So yeah, he's got a great sense of humour. He's got a great sense of humour, Anna. But he keeps me on my toes, put it that way. And I have to rein him in at times. I have to rein him in because he can be a right handful. A right handful. Right, so I can read you another part of AI Jan now. Many lives. Many lives, this one is. Okay, so this is all, like I say, it's a bit of the truth, because I know for a fact, I know my spirit has been around for many years, and I know that this is my final destination for this life, part of the earth plan. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Mastino. Yeah, good old Ray. By the way, guys, Ray said he thinks the book's good, but he thinks it would have been thicker if I told everybody about my love life. But he said sex life. But he said he said if I spoke about that, the book would have lots more pages. That's just so harsh, isn't it? What's he trying to say? What's he trying to say, guys? Come on, maybe he's right. I tell you what, I'd have to leave the country if I had to do a chapter of every partner I've dated. Jesus. Anyway, so I know my spirit has been around for many years, and I think this is because I'm able to do lots of things without fully training. I turn my hands, whatever I turn my hands to, I'm pretty good at. I also dream a lot and see lands I've never been to before in this body. I can fly in other worlds too. And it's true, I can. Welcome in, Paul. Thank you. Paul, I got wet. I was at the Craig David and Lamar concert, and I left before the main act, and I left before the support act because it was pissing down rain. Okay, so I'm reading a bit from my book, Paul, AI Jan. Now, this may seem a little strange to someone who is actually reading this book, but where I've been before is a place where you do not pay for anything. People walk around very calmly. They are smartly dressed and so gentle. There is a sky that goes multicolored, and some of the buildings are truly incredible. Yes, I do fly, and I feel myself flying as well. So I fly like I'm a superhero, not a bird. I'm actually a person, because I look at my hands. I've dreamt I've flown about 3 times. What's that? Sorry to hear that I'm paid end of month. I'll buy you. Oh, thank you, Paul. I appreciate you. Where is this place? Right. Where is it? Do you know what? I know it's here. Not in this realm. I don't think it's on Earth. I think it's beyond Earth. That's what I think. It's beyond Earth. I don't think it's here on Earth. I think it's beyond, because I know it exists because I saw it in my vision. I saw it in my dream. So I know it exists. I know it exists. So it's just magical. It's the most magical place ever. And it makes me more curious, because I was always a curious child. I was always asking questions. My mum said I was sometimes just nosy, but I'm not nosy. I ask questions. I'm genuinely interested in other people. It's not just always about me. I'm genuinely interested in other people and their what they're doing with their lives. I genuinely am not a nosy person. If you seem to be talking about yourself all the time and not asking about other people, it's a bit, I'm not a narcissist. Exactly. It's good to be curious. My mum used to say, "What are you, a reporter?" Now, I was an Egyptian princess in one of my dreams, and I was quite demanding. That might explain in this life why I like things done my way, and my client I care for said nothing anyone does for me will ever be right. Thank you, Paul. I just have my standards, and we all have different standards, so I embrace mine. So that's it. Yeah, Ray, my client. Yeah, but Ray's like my friend, and if he was like one of my proper clients, it would just be too official. Do you see what I mean? Big Ramondo, I am wet. Oh, thank you, Anna. Like I say, it's not a very, very thick book. It's something that, like I say, you can take with it what resonates with you and what you feel you can apply to your life. So if you've got standards and someone says, "Oh, you're just too fussy," that's not your problem. That's their problem. That's their problem. If you want to do something properly and someone says, "Oh, why are you making a big mountain out of a molehill?" You're not. You're doing it to your satisfaction. And that's how I am. That's how I am. I know, well, Big Raymondo, I'm wet because I was at a concert and I got wet. So I'm not, it's not, it's not aesthetics. It's just, I've just got wet. I'm drying now, I'm drying. But yeah, so in the care industry, when I was full time, well, I was part time in care, and I worked for a few agencies. I found the carers, they're so stressed out about getting to a next client that they don't do the first client right, and then they don't do the second client right, and they don't do the third client because they're so rush. And the system we're working in now, that's how they want it. That's how they want it. They want you to do 12-hour shifts and get stressed. Because when you're 12-hour shifts and you're stressed and you're tired, you're going to be shabby. You're going to be shabby. So I used to go into a service user's house and see the way a carer would leave it and think, that's so disrespectful. That's so disrespectful. That's right, Anna. They miss things. Like, for me, if you get in a wee bottle and it's on the wee trolley and it's leaked onto the trolley, you pick the bottle up, you wash the bottle, put a bit of disinfectant in the wee bottle and wash the lid, and sanitize the table. These carers they're rushing around. They're not doing it. So yeah, so I got frustrated. I would go into a job, I'd take a photo, send it to the manager and say, look what's happened. Look what this girl's done. Look what this carer's done. She's not labelled the fish. She's opened 2 tins of tuna. She's left them in the tin. She's not put the date on them. She's got 2 oranges. She's cut 2 oranges open, sliced 2 oranges. I say, look, my client has diabetes and she's given her orange. Now her blood sugar's gone up. And this one carer managed to knock off 2 of the clients. So I was not having it, and I left. Oh, sorry, I was ranting. The comment on my book, what was the comment? I cannot wait to read it. Honestly, since I've met you, I've felt a bond and I absolutely adore you and I'll support you in any way. You are such a lovely person inside and out. Thank you so much, Anna. Sorry. I know I rant on a bit though, don't I? So thank you so much, Anna. You know I love you too. Yeah, absolutely. No need to rush. But that's what they do. They rush. Their heart's not in it. It's just about the job. Yes, Mastino, it is. It's just about the money. It's just about the money, and I'm just I'm glad you like my giggle, and I'm just not prepared. I've got standards. So Ray thinks I make too much of a fuss. Ray thinks that I make too much of a fuss because he doesn't care. But I treat people how I want to be treated. And even though he thinks, oh, I'll be all right, I'm going to have a shower tomorrow. If the carer has left Ray not presentable and he's coming out with me, I therefore have to give him another wash and change him. And he thinks I'm over the top. So, yeah, listen to us. She loves you and cares for you. Listen to the beautiful... Absolutely. I'm gonna tell him you said that, Anna. I'm going to tell him you said that. That if I didn't care, I would just leave him, wouldn't I? I would just leave him to it. But I do care enough. And like today I went to his and I wasn't meant to go today, but I had to go in because something came up, so I had to go in. And I just did the ironing. I thought, well, I'll just do the ironing while I'm here. Oh, you don't need to do that. He said, you don't need to do that. I says, well, first of all, I like ironing, and secondly, your shirts are all squashed. your shirts are all crushed up, like the carers are going to come and put No, I couldn't do it. Yeah, he's just being a little rebel. Rebel Ray. He's being a total little rebel. Oh, the sun's come out again now. Can't see the screen. Ironing, what's that? I love ironing. Absolutely. I love ironing. I love ironing. Hang on. Start a poll. Oh. Let's put this back. That's it. Let's hope this stays. That's it. Yes, I love ironing. Absolutely love ironing. Yeah, ironing is very, very therapeutic. Ironing. Very therapeutic indeed. Red, gold, and green, Jan's conscious queen is. I'm wifey material, you know. I'm wifey material. You know, you get someone who can actually have a conversation and they can cook and entertain you and do hula hoop in the kitchen, which do hula hoop. Yeah. So, yes, I've read you a little bit from the book. Give you an idea. Might steal you from Stacey. Absolutely. She's not told me who. Do you know? She's not told me who she's going to the theatre with tonight. Has she? The show. I'm going to find out. I'm going to ask her though. When I ask her, I'm going to do FaceTime with her. do FaceTime with my little Stace. Yeah, that's right. You're standing by me, Anna, and she's gone gallivanting with some other woman. she's gone gallivanting. Oh dear, Superwoman could learn a thing or two from you. Yeah, Mastino. Yeah, but Superwoman, what I should have done is made sure, Mastino, that I wore me waterproofs. But again, why would I want to be outside when it's pissing down with rain? No, I'm not. No, I'm just not doing it. I'm not a diva. I'm far from it. I'm not a diva. But I just, again, I have standards. These girls out there and these older women out there and whatever, you know, they're happy to do that because you see what they've done is because they have paid for their tickets. But even if I had paid for my ticket and it was wet like this, I would have just put it down to experience and say I'm not doing it. Shady, hey Jan, how are you today? I hope you have a lovely weekend. You're looking beautiful as always. Oh, thank you, Shady. Thank you. I was totally wet when I came in the car, and my hair's still wet because I was at a concert. I left before the support artist and the main artist came on. I still can't get over that. I mean, who does that shit? It was raining, so I didn't want to get wet. I didn't want to watch the support artist. And I thought I did think the guys that were doing the PA, they were okay, but nothing to let me stay. You know, as soon as they mentioned, does anyone know how to do the candy dance? They just went. I don't do the candy dance. I don't do the sheeple dance. Sorry. And how can you do the candy dance when you're at a concert and there's all those people? I thought that was a stupid thing to say, wasn't it? I thought, are you stupid? I just wish. Oh, you. Well, Anna, where are you from? Do you not have an accent? I wish just a Craig David number. The candy dance. Do you know, just like candy, candy. You know, what's the guy that sang it? Cameo sang it, didn't he? Oh, you're outside London. I'm in Kent. Anna, have you seen my my new series on TikTok called Southenders? Yeah, the dance. I just don't do it. I just ain't doing it. Oh, you're a Londoner. Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner that I love London town. There'll be bluebirds over the white cliffs of Dover. I'm not on TikTok, just yeah. Well, it'll be on there. My candy dance, not me doing it. Not me. Look, they're arresting people already. Ooh, no, it's the ambulance. It's the fire brigade. All good, Tweaky. Yeah, well, that's why I wrote the book. I'm actually a professional singer. Do you want to know about all the jobs I've had, Anna? I shouldn't give you too much. I'll just give you some of the jobs I've had. In the book. Oh, I'll tell you what. No, I won't. I won't do. What's up, Stace? London Bridge is burning down. Which Parliament was? All right. Stacey, you abandoned me. You abandoned me. Love don't live here anymore. Yeah, she came back when she heard. Yeah, because she's not told me who she's going out with tonight. So you can hay back, Stace. So, all right, okay, Anna, right. I'm not going to give too much away because I want you to enjoy the book. All right. So what I'm saying is that I've had so many jobs. Good job she can't hear, she said. Oh, thank you, Paul. I'm glad that I made your Sunday. That's nice. Every single job I've had was a school of unlimited learning. So, or the soul of unlimited learning. So, I'm taking your wife these days. Yeah, so every single job I've had has helped me to be where I am today. so you so you'll be able to see how many jobs I've had. But I do everything that I do. If I'm going to do it, I do it with love. And if I feel that it's not reciprocated in whether it's a friendship or whether it's, you go into a shop and someone is completely and utterly miserable, you can't take that with you, because what happens there is you find yourself lowering the vibration. You lower oh, thank you. You're going to buy it tomorrow. Oh, brilliant. Yay. You lower your vibration, and what have you gained from it? If you start lowering your vibration, what happens then is you find you're going to have more things to worry about, and then you worry about that, and then you worry about that, and then it's a vicious circle, isn't it? So one of my clients who's passed away, Brenda, she's actually on my YouTube, Brenda. Brenda used to worry about everything. And I said, come here, Brenda. I loved that. I loved her so much. She used to call me Radio Jan. I said, Brenda, come here. And she'd come over to me. She was little. She used to shuffle. She used to shuffle when she walked to me. I said, Brenda, why worry about something you can change? And why worry about something you can't change? She said, you're right. I said, exactly. Why? Like the other day, this is random. Good girl. Good Stace. I'll be wifey. I lost my potato peeler. Now, I know it's random, because this is why it's random, Jan, but I lost my potato peeler. I have one potato peeler. Why are you wearing a mask inside the car? Right, anyway, so, and you're on your own. I lost my potato peeler, and I thought, I looked everywhere in my kitchen, and I've got a small kitchen. I'm thinking, Oh, it's a potato peeler. You know, it's a. Come on, Anna. You know what a potato peeler is. Don't be naughty. And I've got a shredder. Like, it looks like a potato peeler. And it's like a shredder. I like to peel the skin off my my ginger before I juice it, and I just can't find this potato peeler. So I thought, oh, well, you know what? Why am I worried? Why am I looking and worried about where it could possibly be? So I bought a new one. I know you do, Anna. You so and so. Well, but you know what's going to happen? Because I'm not really bothered about the potato peeler. I just want to know, welcome in R1. I just want to know where it's gone because I'm the only one that lives in my place. And so when my new potato peeler comes, you know what's going to happen? The old one's going to show up. And I'm going to pick up my potato peeler that showed up. And I said, where the fuck have you been? I'm good, R1. I'm the only person that left concert before the main artist and the support artist came on. Lamar is on at Rochester Castle, Lamar, and Craig David. Then admit she's my wifey now. Oh no, definitely she'd never admit that. No. No, you love winding my I'll wifey up. Say swear. Where are you from, R1? And what's your first name? Oh, Mastino. It's been a laugh here, isn't it? It was worth getting my trousers legs wet. Still can't get over that. So Anna, were you here when were you here when I was talking to Mastino about my spinach? I picked some spinach from my allotment today. Were you here? Were you here when I was mentioning that? I'd picked some spinach from my allotment, and Mastino asked me about callaloo, which is you know callaloo. I will, Paul, and you have a great evening too. Thanks for joining us. It was nice of you to pop in and keep us company. I'll be going. What time is it now? It's 7:32. So yeah, 7:32. Probably leave here about 8. I think. Yeah, I'll probably leave here about 8. I'm not going in there. It stopped raining now. It's actually stopped raining, but I don't want these damp people next to me. I don't want these damp people in my grill. I can't be doing it. Oh, you're missing me already, are you, Paul? Oh, that's nice. That's nice. You know, I'll be back again anyway. Oh, I just can't get over that. Yeah, no, it's just it'll be damp, and I mean, like I say, I'm drying off now nicely, but I can't be arsed. I can't be arsed with it. Can't be arsed with it. Might put these ones on. I'll try these. Are you going live again tonight? Yeah, I might do. Craig David is 37 days. Used to be my ringtone. It's Roman from South London. Been away working. Just got back last night. Where you been working then, Roman? Do you want me to come live later? You want me to come back live later and do my hula hoop? Is that what you want me to do? Come back later and do the hula hoop? In dry clothes. Come back later, do the hula hoop in dry clothes, yeah. Ah, that's lovely. I appreciate you too, guys. I do appreciate you too, and keeping me company while I pay £13 I paid for this bloody parking. So I'm just making the most of it. Might as well, eh? But let me just. That's it. I'm gonna have a sweet. I'm gonna have a lemon sherbet. Yeah, I've got to get. Do you know what? When I was here, I was thinking, it's got the ANPR thing. So I paid for 6 hours, and then I was thinking, oh, I went to put the PIN number, and it said it's all gone. And then I was thinking, I've got to get out. They don't give you a receipt for what you paid for, and I don't like that. If I've paid you, I want proof that I've paid you. Do you know what I mean? So you forgot me like that. Yeah, I'm joking, but yeah, I'm an underwater welder. Oh yeah, you said, yeah, offshore rig. Oh yes, I remember you now. Oh, one. Oh. So yeah, they take your money, and they don't give you a receipt. So what I'll do is, because I went, this is a 6th, I'll remember it when I get my bank statement. I'll check it. But I can't believe I paid 13 quid to be down here. Yeah, they're it's all a little one-sided, isn't it? Because they say that, I say, like in the care industry, it's all one-sided. They want you to rush around. I know. Very unacceptable. But if I was, I've challenged tickets before, though. That's what I challenged a ticket before. I challenged the ticket because they wanted me to pay £100, and I just said no. So I just I challenged them, and they just gave up with me in the end. And I think a lot of people don't really challenge enough, and I think because they can't be bothered with the hassle, and these people know that. That's why they get away with it. I literally, I want to be the change I want to see in the world. That's all. So rather than me say, you should do this and you should do that, you get people talking about you should do this and you should do that, and they haven't got the mortgage. So until you challenge someone about your mortgage and you've won, then it's redundant, isn't it? It's kind of redundant. So I try to be the change I want to see in the world, and I practice what you preach. And yeah, it's got me into hot water before, but I stood my ground. Doesn't matter. Some tickets are uncalled for just because they're in a bad mood and want to force a fine on someone. I know, 100%. I want to see you run UK because the way you think is so right. But Anna, I appreciate you saying that. But if I think it and the people running the world know it, then why aren't they doing it? They want to see suffering. They want to see suffering and pain and distraught. They want people to be miserable. Because remember, when you are unhappy, if you're a very unhappy person, why are you going to go and make someone happy? Because you're going to make them miserable like you, because you want company. So if you're a happy person, you're going to spread joy. Yeah? If you're fucking miserable, excuse my language, if you're miserable, you're going to want to see other people miserable. So the ones who are miserable are running the world. They got all the money. They got all the money. They got all the yachts and the private jets, and they don't have to pay tax. And they've got all the land, and but they got no soul. They got no love. That's why they hate us so much. They don't like us because we got love. Love wins. They don't like it. So that is, yeah, they are literally, that's it, empty vessels. Empty vessels with no love. And they can't, and they want to suppress us because they don't want us to have love and show each other love. So they said, let's give them religion. Let's give them politics. Let's give them racism. Yeah, that's what they do. But it's funny, isn't it? All the people they've divided, when they were handing out their medical intervention, they didn't segregate anyone. They didn't segregate nobody, did they? No, they didn't segregate nobody. No. Every country, every nationality, every religion, every person, whether you're black, white, Asian, you were offered the kindness of their hearts. You were offered the medical intervention. They didn't divide us. Well, sorry, let me read this now. Sorry, let me read this because I do rant on sometimes. People need to start speaking up. If you don't, people will only take the piss and think they can walk all over you. Absolutely. I challenge every boss man I see whenever in a taxi. Absolutely. And a bank. Absolutely. It's ruining things. Money just make the world go around. It's about caring, looking for one another, looking out for one another, loving, caring, compassionate. 100%. 100%. That's what I'm saying. These people, they're only there in that concert because they paid the money. But the people they paid the money to are rich. And they're out there in the cold, the rain, because of money. Forget it. I know I've paid for 6 hours, but I'm not going to sit in this car for fucking 6 hours. It ain't happening. Do you know what I mean? I'm using my quality time to talk to you guys and to dry off. You like my ranting, do you? Oh, you got to have a laugh, haven't you? But yeah, I said at 8 o'clock, I should go home. I should go home at 8. I've paid till 10. So 2 hours, they can keep the 2 hours because whatever they made, I can make back anyway. So it's not a big deal. It's just, for me, it's just the principle of it. That's all it is. Yeah, I'm a real nightmare sometimes. Sometimes, Anna. Oh, but I'm so happy I've got the callaloo to plant. But the weather's changing, so I'm going to have to go in the loft and I'm going to have to get my coconut. It's organic soil, and I'm going to have to put it in a big tub and keep it warm in the flat. I can't with the weather changing as it is. I can't take it. I'm not risking taking that up to the allotment. I'm just not doing it. Not even going to lie. You are the second person in over 6 years on YouTube I feel is genuine, real, loving, caring, and amazing, and loyal to all. Oh, thank you. Don't make me cry. Don't make me cry. Oh, thank you. That's very sweet of you, sweetheart. But what you see is what you get. I just haven't got the patience to try to be something I'm not. Simple. Oh, that's lovely, Anna. I appreciate all, if people subscribe, they're part of my tribe. I always say that. And I've always been that person that's tried to be there for everybody if I can. And sometimes I say yes too much and think, oh, I wish I hadn't done that. Whereas now I'm learning to use the word no. Because sometimes I've got to, like today, okay, didn't follow my mind because today I didn't want to go to this concert because I was thinking, well, what if it rains? But then when my friend said, oh, well, it's inside, and I didn't want to let her down because she's a lovely lady. She's got over cancer, and I love her. She's my sister. She's my sister from another mother. And I didn't want to let her down because when we're together, we have a lovely time. But look, she's in the concert now, and I'm here. So I should have stayed home, but anyway, it doesn't matter. But I love her and you, so I win. Oh, you love us both. Ah, that's nice, Anna. Yes, that's right. She did beat it because her heart is lovely. She's a lovely, lovely, lovely woman. And you have to surround yourself with people that are birds of a feather stick together. The tribe, you're part of the tribe. So yeah, it's one of those things that I'm always going to be there for her. But when it's raining, and it's starting to rain again, by the way. It's these idiots. Oh, sorry. It's pissing down again. So can you imagine, Anna? Can you imagine, right? I thought, oh, the sun's coming out. It's drying out, and I walked back there. I'll be coming back here again. So no, I'm not going back in there. And that is that. Yeah, I'm not doing it. Ain't happening. Not on my watch, and I ain't wearing one. I love UK weather. It's all messed up this year. Let's be honest. Anna, they're cloud seeding. It's the unhappy folk messing around. The unhappy folk or entities or parasites, whatever you want to call them, messing about with the weather. Because you and I know, whoever's listening, you and I know Mother Nature is perfection. Mother Nature knows what she's doing. And Mother Nature is a woman. Mother Nature knows what she's doing. These buffoons messing about with the weather since 1940. They've been messing about with the weather. So that's why we're getting the dodgy weather, because they like to upset people. They want people to be miserable. So that's one of the things they do to upset us, by pissing about with the weather. Yeah, but the heat's coming, gonna be tough. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Anna, are you where are you from? Are you what's your nationality, Anna? But again, look, listen there. I mean, now I'm now I'm talking to you guys, and now I'm going to have to shout over the rain. But I'm going in a minute. 8 o'clock. I've told you 6 times. Oh no, dear. Oh no, no, you're British. Okay, you're British. Yeah. Yeah, but okay, so you're British. Okay. Chip, welcome in. Chip, Sunday's been great. I went to the Craig David concert. It got too wet and I left. And I'm sat in my car. I was really soaking wet when I came on live. So Anna, I've got 2 wifeys now, have I? Well, hubby wifey. Yeah. Oh, so R1. Oh no crit chip. No. I've had a chickpea curry with beans in it. Excellent. That's lovely. But well, so Stacey's my hubby wifey because she's the male of us. She's the butch one. I'm the lipstick straight lesbian. Oh dear. Oh, Mastina knows our little joke. He loves it. He loves it. Yeah, she's the man one. Yeah. I'm the straight lesbian. Oh, well, thank you, Chip. You're too kind. But I probably will be on my my hula hoop trying to dry. I can't. As a matter of fact, guys, you know what? I actually can't wait to get home and get out of these clothes and just put something on nice and dry. I've got to have a shower. Another one. And get myself into something nice and cozy. Maybe Batty Riders. And I'll show you my callaloo. Go home and get home safe and go live when you're ready. Absolutely. That's exactly what I'm going to do. It's 7:50 now, and and I'm going to get going now. But yeah, I'll be back a bit later. I just want to get out of these wet clothes now. But thank you so much for keeping me company. I really appreciate you all. And spicy wifey, yeah. You come back for the butty riders. I love you all, and I'll see you soon. Remember, love wins, and be the change you want to be in this world. I have no fear. Janice is here. Take care. See you soon.